He started with a 7-barrel, and now he has a 20-barrel. And how big is the fermenter again?
We have 3 40-barrel fermenters.
Are you part of the Miller family?
No, I'm actually one of 3 people that aren't family. I mean, they sort of become like family, but we're not blood related.
And that's just because of basically being good friends and paying your dues?
Yeah, the owner Brian and I graduated high school together, and his little brother Kevin plays in my band.
What band? What kind of music?
It's 90s punk influenced rock music. That's what I could call it. It's real fast and aggressive, but there's lots of singing.
And it's sick that you guys are right next to a home. I mean, you got the homebrew shop. I mean, do you have any stake in that, or is that just Walter's deal?
Yeah, it's completely special. Walter.
This is my card, by the way. Cool. You guys sell by the keg?
Yeah.
Because typically what we do is we basically take old refrigerators. We convert them into kegerators. We paint them, put our logo on them, put 2 to 4 taps on it, and go to Cigar City, Orlando Brewing, hopefully here, get some kegs, go to a big festival. There's like 3,000 to 5,000 people, and just showcase your beer. Of course, in our product, but it's a promo thing. It's like a nice display that attracts a crowd from here to the end of the brewery.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you serve on tap? And obviously it's not going to be like at a festival Bud Light, Coors Light, or Miller Light or anything, but when it's all new stuff and stuff they can't get around, they just go crazy over that. Like we went as far as Sweetwater.
Right.
Brought it back in dry ice.
Right on.
And that's what we get a kick out of. But
this is, you want to contact Susan Miller.
Susan? Okay. That's the mom, right?
Yeah, send her an email. And I'll give her this card, but would I explain it better than I will?
So what do we have here?
Start at the top left, and zigzag down up all the way across. You got to skip the Mad Manatee because we're out. You'll go from basically light to dark. When you lift it up, it tells you what it is and a little bit about it.
Okay.
I've got one more that I'll give you. It's special that we just did. Basically an Imperial Rye Pale Ale. It's real similar to that Rhino Rye that's on the tray, but it's about 11%.
The cream is pretty good. I bet a lot of people like that. A lot of ladies. Summertime.
That's like the Killer Whale and the Dukes are the ones that most places have. Sort of our signature beers.
Most places meaning around Jacksonville.
Like all the restaurants that we're in and stuff. Take that one after the regular rye. And I think Duke's is our #1 seller. Killer Whale's right behind it.
Really? Obviously, Brian brews all of this, right?
Brian and Cody.
Do they ever enter?
Been doing most of the brewing.
Oh, really? Okay. Do they ever enter their beer in competition?
No, they try to stay away from competitions. They do a lot of festivals and charities and stuff like that. But I don't really like the idea of competitions.
Where do the names come from?
Most of them have a cool little story behind them. Killer Whale is Brian's nickname as a kid. So it actually,
The big guy? Or?
Yeah, he's a big guy. You can actually see that, well, it's hard to see, but the whale has a tattoo on his arm that says Mom in the heart. So that's what that is. Fritz is Susan's father, Ryan's grandfather. His name was Frederick. Everyone called him Fritz. So he's German, so they made Hefeweizen after
The German. That makes sense.
The Lamppost Ale was made exclusively for European Street. They were one of our first customers.
Wow.
And they wanted something that was a little more drinkable for the person that's not used to craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
So we made like a light amber for them. Duke was their boxer. They have a new boxer now, Barley. Duke passed away last April.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's been a while. He was a cool dog. Got some, I can't remember, some kind of like dog leukemia or something.
Oh, so it was a fluke
Yeah,
deal?
It went really fast. Like as soon as he got it, within a few months he was gone.
Wow.
So they have a little puppy now named Barley. He's pretty cool. Bold English, just to play on the Old English name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since we're
Bold City.
The Rhino Rye is named after the oldest breeding white rhinoceros, which is at the Jacksonville Zoo. And we get a lot
Keeping
of
it local.
customers in here. From
Very
the
cool.
Zoo and river keepers, and we do events with the zoo, brew at the zoo and stuff like that. So that's where that came from. Mad Manatee. We have a lot of manatees here in Florida.
Right.
And I think you can see better on here, but he's holding a prop, and then in the back, there's a dude on a boat who's missing his propeller, sinking. So basically, the manatee getting his revenge from getting cut up by the props. Chinook IPA is all Chinook hops, so that's where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Mad Manatee is a blend of, like, I think, 4 or 5 different hops. And then 1901 Red Ale was a fire in Jacksonville in 1901, almost burned the whole city down. So it's not a traditional red. It's very roasty. It kind of happened on accident, and then everyone liked it so much. And that's probably one of our top sellers, right behind Killer Whale and Duke's. Especially out of the tap room. A lot of people that come in here drink the red. We don't have it in a lot of restaurants or bars.
Oh, really? So it's like you have to come here to drink
Yeah, I
it?
mean, you don't have to. Some places have it, but it's more rare than the Killer Whale and Duke's. Unless the place has more than 2 or 3 of our taps. But a lot of places just have 1 or 2 of our beers on.
This Rhino, the second one that you gave me.
Yeah, he calls it the Magnum P Rye.
That's good. That's real good, dude. The Magnum P. He's got a killer for these names, too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like how every name has a sense of culture, localness, just organic. Because having a meaning behind every name allows you to engage in the conversation with the customer.
Yeah.
If you're just called Bud Light, I mean,
Exactly.
you gotta have frogs singing your name, I guess.
Right. This one is my favorite story. This is
A Belgian, nice.
Belgian Abbey Ale, and it was a one-time special brew that we did. Basically, Brian and Robin have 2 boys together, and they wanted to get Brian a vasectomy. Their insurance wouldn't cover it, so it was going to cost a whole lot of money. We have a really good friend, customer, who's a urologist that comes in. His name's Dr. Crum. So they sort of propositioned him and said, what can we do? Can we give you free beer for a year?
I know,
do
right?
Something to work it out to give us a better deal.
Yeah.
Cut us a break on this operation. He said, tell you what, name a beer after my dog. It's actually his son's dog, and I'll do the operation for you. So his
you serious?
Dog's name is Abby, which works out because it's a style of beer. So they brewed Abby's Ale one time, special brew for him. And we may bring it back at some point, but if you look at the apostrophe between the Y,
Yeah, the scissors.
It's a pair of scissors.
Dude,
It's pretty awesome.
that's cool, dude. Who does your work? The same people every time,
It's
or?
the Robin Shepherd group. A guy named Hendrick. I think it's Kendrick K. Does all our design.
That is killer.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you love working here. Do you work here for free?
No.
I mean, I would be surprised. You get so much. You probably get a huge benefit out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you sure this is the red, by the way?
for very little. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say that. It's a lot darker than the traditional red.
It's got some roasted malt in there.
Yeah.
I would take a full growler of that. Yeah. Because if you could rinse that just a little bit, add some Chinook in there.
Is this a gallon?
It's a 2-liter. It's German. Very, very cool. Susan Miller. What the hell that you go?
supposed to filter.
Oh, really?
About this, it's really weird.
That's so weird about that because, dude, every brewery tells me, listen, they have to come from our growlers. We have to seal them because of the bottling laws. But
see, our thing, we'll fill anybody's growler, but they've got it's like a size thing. You're not supposed to fill anything in between a quart and a gallon.
well, that's less than a gallon.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not supposed to fill anything in between.
In between it?
32 ounces in a gallon.
Really?
Yeah. So it has to be 32 ounces or less, or a gallon or more.
Oh, 64 or more?
128 or more.
I can't keep up with the laws, man, because in North Carolina it's 32 or 64.
It goes by state. It's different by state. Some old distribution law, I guess they don't like distributing 40s and 44s. And
That makes sense,
that.
but
That's why we
wow.
don't have 40s in Jacksonville or in Florida.
Right.
And it's just a weird container law that they have.
Container law too.
Yeah,
that.
it's super
And that's one of the things we're trying to do is just create the demand so that the the politics will change the laws. I mean, if people start demanding stuff, and
I mean, we'd love to do half-gallon growlers, but now we have to. Well, we don't have it out here, but we just got quart size. So it's like you can buy a quart, 2 pints, or a gallon, 8 pints, but you can't buy one in between.
that doesn't make any sense, dude.
It kind of sucks. And the gallons are real bulky and huge, and it's like, unless you're going to share it with a couple people,
It's going flat.
probably. I mean, unless you just drink a whole lot of beer by yourself. But I mean, for me, it's like I don't even bother with the gallons unless I'm going to a party or something.
Exactly.
Because I'm home so infrequently that I'm not going to sit down and drink 8 pints in one sitting.
No.
by myself.
No, that's not what it's for. How much do I owe you for everything?
So, how much do you say this is? It's
2 liters. It says it on here.
2 liters. What's that break down to in ounces here? I'll just charge you
Yeah.
half price. So
2 liter.
just give me $5 for that.
All right. And I mean, I have a feeling anyway that we'll be in touch.
Yeah. What brings you to Jacksonville today?
I'm actually on my way back from North Carolina, just visiting with family. We went to Mount Pleasant, and that's the I-95 route.
Yeah.
So, actually, you know what? This is business because it turned into business. But yeah, I always try in my travels to visit local breweries and talk to the guys. Maybe squeeze a tour in. I know it's always last minute and off timing, but if not, at least try to get an origin of why it came and where the beers come from, who are the brewers, and what's their stake in the town, and why are they doing what they're doing, and eventually make a documentary, Anthony Bourdain style.
Nice. Things have been going really well for us. We've been here 3 years. Got our beer all over the place. People seem to like it.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be this far if people didn't like it, especially starting in 2002?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No. We've only been here 3 years.
So what was 2000? Oh, he's a home brewer. He was a home brewer since 2002. So you guys have only been here since 2008.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. Very good job. It was nice to meet you.
Me too, man. What's your name again?
I'm David.
David.
Jeremy? All right. Well, when I give Susan a call, I'll let her know.
Yeah, I appreciate
Your
it.
hospitality was grand.
Give me some brownie points.
Later, dude.